What's going on, guys? Jackson Fuller here, high school sports reporter with the Star News, and this is the Star News Varsity Weekly Rundown, where I take you through what happened in the last week of local high school sports and look at what's coming down the road. Last week, we crowned 3 champions. New Hanover Baseball, Hoggard Girls Lacrosse, and Hoggard Girls Soccer all claimed outright MEC titles. The Wildcats beat Laney 11-0 on Tuesday to clinch their championship, and they've had a dominant pitching staff all year really carry New Hanover to this point of the season where they're still undefeated in the MEC. That their pitching staff has been led by Blake Walston, but Alex Sniffen, Chase Hardy, and Hunter Hodges have all played a role in that, really great pitching that the Wildcats have had this season. Hoggard Girls Lacrosse, they beat Ashley 9-8 on Thursday night to clinch the title, and it was an incredible game. Claire Whitmer for Hoggard scored the game-tying goal and then the game-winning goal with 4 minutes and 32 seconds left. Hoggard's defense held on at the end. Ashley had a shot on goal in the final 3 seconds of the match that hit the post, then bounced up and hit the crossbar and came out so close to going in and forcing overtime, but it fell harmlessly out, and Hoggard was the champion. Hoggard became the champion. And then Hoggard Girls Soccer, it's been a formality pretty much for a while that they'd get here, but they beat Ashley on Thursday night to 2-0 to clinch the top seed in the upcoming 4A playoffs. So that's another conference title for the Vikings and Coach Justin Schatz. Coming up this week, the lacrosse playoffs start on Wednesday. Hoggard Girls and Ashley Girls will both be looking to make deep runs in the 4A. Hoggard boys have a great chance to make a deep run in the 4A playoffs, and Laney boys, they've had a great season. Their only 2 losses have been to Hoggard in the MEC, so the Buccaneers will want to get a third shot at the Vikings if they can make a run and meet Hoggard in one of the later rounds. Topsail will be the top 3A seed, a great year for the Pirates, first 10-win season in school history, and I think they're happy to be in the playoffs, but I know they're going to be shortly looking to at least win a few games while they're there. Aside from that, final week of the regular season for all other sports, and the real drama to watch out for is softball. You've got West Brunswick and Topsail currently tied atop the Mid-Eastern Conference standings at 10-2. The Topsail has games against North and South Brunswick to close the year. Flip that South and then North Brunswick to close the year. So if the Pirates can avoid upsets, they'll finish 12-2. West Brunswick finishes the year against rival South Brunswick on Thursday, but they have a very challenging game against Laney on Tuesday night at Laney. The Buccaneers are 8-4. They're still trying to get the top 4A seed for the upcoming playoffs. But if West Brunswick can win that game, and avoid an upset there, beat South Brunswick, you'll have a tie between West Brunswick and Topsail at the top of the standings, and those 2 teams will have to play Friday night to determine who will be the number 1 seed in the upcoming 3A playoffs. Other than that, final Mid-Eastern Conference golf match of the year, Monday at Magnolia Greens, and the Mid-Eastern Conference Track and Field Championships are Thursday at Ashley. It's crazy. It's already we're about to turn the calendar to May, and the regular season's about to wrap up. It's almost going to be playoff time. I think there's a lot of, we have a really good share of state championship contenders this year. When you think about New Hanover Baseball wanting to defend its title, Hoggard Girls Soccer has had an incredible year. They got a huge win over Padua Academy, who's a great team from Delaware that came down for their spring break. They got that win on Saturday. Both Hoggard lacrosse teams, Ashley Lacrosse, the softball here in the area, I think it's, maybe underperformed a little bit in the regular season, but there's still so much talent. Topsail, West Brunswick have to think that they can win a state championship, and Hoggard and Laney softball as well. They both made a deep run last year before they faced off, and Hoggard got the better of the Buccaneers. So exciting times. We're almost at the closing stretch of high school sports. About a month left, and it's going to be a fun follow. Just follow me on Twitter at StarNewsVarsity, Facebook.com/StarNewsVarsity for all the updates of the playoffs, and hope you guys are all keeping up to date with the latest news from our Star News Varsity Banquet, which is on June 17th. Greg Olson's the guest speaker. If you haven't been, it's really a great event to honor high school athletes here in the area, and we do a really good job about it. Humble brag there. So appreciate you guys watching. Hope everyone had a good weekend, and we'll be talking next week.